Now listen to a conversation between two students.
So, have you registered for spring quarter yet?
Yes, but unfortunately I didn't get all the classes I wanted, like the economics course I still need for graduation.
Have you, so, have you registered for spring quarter yet?
Yes, but unfortunately I didn't get all the classes I wanted, like the economics course I still need for graduation. All sections of that course were completely filled up. I couldn't believe it.
Really? That's too bad. Can you take the course in summer?
Hmm, I don't know. I'll have to ask my advisor if I can do that and still start business school in the fall. But I don't think I'll be able to take any classes at all this summer.
Why not? Summer is usually a good time to go to school, and the classes usually don't fill up.
But I'll be working 6 days a week at my parents' restaurant this summer. That won't leave me with any time to study.
Then why not take the economics course in the spring anyway? It's probably offered at the community college.
Oh yeah? I didn't think of that. But aren't a lot of classes at the community college given in the evening?
Yeah, but so what? It might be easier to fit an evening class into your schedule.
Maybe that's true. Well, I'll have to decide on it soon because I need this course to graduate.
Describe the woman's problem and the two suggestions the man makes about it. Now listen to part of a lecture in a marine biology class. The professor is discussing problems that threaten the world's oceans.
A major study shows
Now listen to part of a lecture in a marine.
A major study shows that the world's oceans face several serious problems related to overfishing, pollution, climate change, and loss of habitat. At least 1/3 of the fish stocks are overfished. This includes several groundfish species that will take decades to recover. The estimated number of large ocean predators, tuna, marlin, sharks, and halibut, has fallen 90% globally in half a century. One reason for overfishing is bottom trawling, the practice of dragging nets along the sea bottom to catch huge quantities of fish. Bottom fishing with nets can destroy habitat and contribute to fish declines. Pollution is a serious and growing danger. Land-based pollution in the form of erosion puts silt into the ocean, killing marine life close to shores. Cargo ships, container ships, and cruise ships dump at least 65 million gallons of petroleum products a year into the seas. Even small amounts of oil can damage sensitive marine environments. Scientists estimate that nearly 30 million gallons of petroleum seep into North American waters every year, most of it from runoff, seaplanes, and small boats. Climate change is causing new disease outbreaks in ocean environments, affecting everything from coral reefs to oysters. Diseases threaten many corals in the Pacific. Since coral reefs provide rich habitat for fish, the loss of coral contributes to fish declines. Climate change also hurts large mammals that depend on fish. In the Arctic, melting ice may be preventing polar bears from reaching their fishing areas, and this affects their breeding patterns and the survival of their young cubs.
Using examples and details from the lecture, describe the causes and effects of details. Using examples and detail.
A major study showed
Writing section directions. Writing section measures your ability to use writing to Now listen to part of a lecture about the same topic.
The idea that some foods are better than others has been around for a long time. But the idea that certain foods have superpowers is a big exaggeration. Several leading nutrition scientists question the evidence on some of these claims, and for good reason. The whole concept of superpower foods is far-fetched. For instance, while the research on blueberries and brain function is very exciting, this work has so far been conducted only on animals. The studies were conducted on rats and mice, not humans. There are no completed studies that show comparable results in people. Until we have data on humans, we can't go around telling people that blueberries have superpowers. While the evidence in the article isn't exactly wrong, it tends to be misleading because it doesn't differentiate between direct evidence and stuff that's pretty speculative. For example, it's a good idea to eat tomatoes because they're full of nutrients, but we can't promise that people who eat them aren't going to get cancer. The same is true for broccoli and other vegetables in the cabbage family. They might prevent colon cancer, but we don't yet have direct proof of this. Another thing, the statement that garlic has the power to lower cholesterol probably isn't true. According to a more recent review of the evidence, the effect of garlic on cholesterol is unclear. While garlic may produce a drop in cholesterol for the first 3 months, the decline disappears after 6 months. What I'm saying is, no food has magic powers. You have to realize that a lot of these so-called studies are poorly designed and unscientific. So when you read claims about certain foods, you have to be careful to distinguish direct scientific evidence from simplifications, opinions, and misleading statements.
Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard, explaining how they cast doubt on the points. Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard.
The idea that some foods are better than
Listening section directions. The lecture only state or imply. Questions 1 through 5.
The courses I still need, but I hope to transfer to the university next year.
Great. Have you applied to the university yet?
Not yet. The deadline's not till March 1st.
Right.
But I was...
Questions 1 through 5. Listen to part of a conversation.
English and history. There just aren't enough
Questions 1 through 5. Listen to part of a conversation between two students.
How do you like your classes this semester?
Not bad, I guess.
Questions 1 through 5.
Excuse me, do you work for the Hilltop Journal?
Yes, I'm Dan McGregor, the managing editor.
Questions 1 through 5. Listen to a conversation in a university library.
Excuse me, could you please tell me if there are any study rooms here in the library?
Yes, most of the rooms have already been reserved, but I think we have a few left. 2. Sociology. Could you explain?
Questions 1 through 5. Listen to a conversation between a student and his academic advisor.
Hi, are you busy right now?
Oh, hi, Sean. There's a meeting